It just seems, he seems oddly stiff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it seems like everything's pulled. Like there's not I expect a certain amount of laxity in a man's face when he reaches a certain age, particularly around the forehead area. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing any movement either, which makes me wonder about that. Like I want to see expressions in your forehead.
My worry is his lack. He has a very big. He lacks the ability to have like a cohesive story.
Yeah.
Like he's not good at being like. Have you ever seen him talking to the kids by the pool? It's the weirdest fucking clip.
Talking about his hairy legs.
What the fuck? He's like to a bunch of little black kids. He's like, and the black kids would come up and they'd see my hair go up and bubbles come up.
And they touch my hairy leg.
What the fuck? I just think his brain he's losing a lot of. I tweeted something this morning because someone put up a video of models on a runway on a catwalk and they're all tripping and falling at the same spot, these dumb shoes they're wearing. And I was like, this is Biden's brain cells. It's like they think they're on the right path until they get to the spot and then they just can't fucking.
Did you see the thing that he was talking about, God creating women?
No.
And then
he called his wife his sister or some
by,
shit.
I forget what it was. I forget what the gaffe was. But it was one of those, we listened to him like, what are you saying? Like it's like he has no brakes. Like his car is going down the hill. It's like, geez, I hit a fucking tree.
He's like, hit the wall, fuck it.
There it is. Can't remember the word creator. Refers to God as the thing.
Hey, actually, I like that more. That's funny.
You know what I think? I have a different take on it. Let's play it because I have a different take on it because when I listened to it, I said, I know what he's doing.
Which one do you think it is? His first
the bottom one, the second one. He doesn't want to. Here, let's
We
wait.
hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
Stop. Pause. You can't be president.
What?
Stop. Pause. Listen, we can't play any games here, folks. This is a really old man who can't talk. Like, this is not a joke. Like that right now. You know the thing? Play that again. This should get you into a mental hospital.
Right.
They should be like, hey, Joe, are you all right?
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the
He
thing.
had 3 strokes while he was saying that. The first one, what was that word? Self-evident? Is that what he said?
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
But it didn't even sound right. Hear it again. Listen to it.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
Self-evident.
All men and women created.
Self-evident.
He's drunk. That dude's either drunk or he can't talk.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
He shouldn't be doing this anymore.
Self-evident. And then he says, when he goes, he could have just said, all men and women are created, and he could have just said equal and gotten out of there and been like, fuck it. And instead he goes,
by
thing.
We get made. I think he didn't want to say the creator because there's a lot of people.
The religious thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that would say, well, what are you trying to say? Do you believe in evolution or not? Are you a science denier, Joe Biden?
Right.
Joe Biden's a science denier.
That's it. But that's part of the problem with all these. My biggest beef with anybody in the Democratic Party when you watch these debates is they all want to say the thing that they really feel, but they're tiptoeing because they're scared out of their fucking minds of someone going, Warren just said, see? And she's not, she's anti-trans because she referred to, they're waiting for them to fuck up.
Yeah, well, they're making people behave the way they would like them to behave.
Right.
They're forcing compliance.
Right.
Hope you relished the latest snippet from JRE Clips. We'd love to dive into our thoughts and eagerly await yours, so keep the dialogue flowing in the comments section. If you enjoyed, remember to give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and follow for more content like this. Your support helps us create and share even more engaging clips. In the landscape of political commentary, Joe Rogan remains a significant voice with a blend of humorous takes and sharp observations. In a recent discussion with Andrew Santino, Rogan dives into the topic of President Joe Biden's public speaking muddles, focusing particularly on his tendency toward gaffes, moments that oftentimes leave the public both amused and, for some, concerned. Rogan, with an edge of humor that's characteristic of his style, likens Biden's verbal stumbles to models tripping on a runway, suggesting that, like the models who think they have their walk perfected only to fall, Biden's thoughts appear scattered, losing coherence right when it matters the most. This analogy strikes a chord not just for its humor, but for the compelling visual it creates when thinking about Biden's oratorial missteps. One such memorable moment discussed is Biden's recounting of children touching his leg hair in a swimming pool, which, as Santino points out, lands awkwardly due to its sheer oddness. Rogan's reaction to this tale is a mix of disbelief and humor. It's these sorts of narratives that feed the public's craving for authentic and relatable content. However, Rogan doesn't just stop at the comedic value of these gaffes. He also subtly nods to a deeper concern amongst voters and observers, the cognitive capabilities of the leading figure in American politics. The expectation is that a president should be articulate and composed, and repeated gaffes raise questions about the ability to fulfill the demanding and intricate duties of the presidency. Amidst the jests, there's a serious underlying question. Can a leader who so often misspeaks continue to instill confidence in their leadership? Rogan and Santino don't shy away from this hard-hitting question, while also allowing their audience a laugh. While some may criticize Rogan for his approach, it's vital to acknowledge the role comedy plays in our everyday interpretation of politics. It can be a powerful tool in highlighting flaws and inciting discourse on pressing concerns. Perhaps Rogan's take on Biden's verbal blunders isn't just about making light of the situation. It's about engaging a wider audience in a conversation about the expectations and realities of presidential communication. In conclusion, Joe Rogan's commentary reaches far beyond mere jokes. By parsing through Biden's misstatements with a critical yet entertaining lens, Rogan succeeds in making his audience consider the implications of a leader's words or lack thereof. Through humor, he invites reflection upon political presence and the image it casts before a country, and by extension, the world.